Welcome to A Conversation with Tobias by Lenox and Parker. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm here with R.City, Theron and Timothy. Glad to have you guys here.
Man, thank you for having us, my boy. You don't know.
This is big for me. You know, St. Croix and St. Thomas. This is a dream right here.
Just so you know, I so excited that we being able to interview with somebody from the Virgin Islands and we could just talk normal.
Straight. And I can understand everything you're saying.
Yes, and you understand everything that we are saying. So I am truly grateful and blessed for this moment.
Yeah, man. I'm congratulations to you and also you. I know you win the award, but
no. There's a R.City win every time.
Yes. And Benny should have been here too, but I ain't see.
Oh man, you don't know.
Yeah.
You know the whole band, man.
Yeah, man, for real.
Listen, even when Benny ain't with us, he with
Benny,
us.
Yeah.
We always
Big up Benny.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So tell me about what y'all are doing now, like as a group.
Anybody that know we released the tape. This is not a drill. This is really happening, and we about to re-release the tape. And it called we're going to repackage the tape and a new one called Still Drilling.
Okay.
And we're gonna new artwork, new cover, and we're gonna add maybe 4 or 6 new songs. Me and my brother have a new song that we make that I don't want. This is my favorite song that we ever make in our whole life, and I never say that, and I don't ever be like, oh, this is the best, but this song means so much to me and my brother, and I super look forward to any R.City fan or anybody that been following our career to when the song dropped to be like, yo, my boy, you went crazy.
Yeah,
I can imagine.
Yeah, so I hopefully we're gonna get to. Hopefully, I would love to shoot the video probably like next month, mid March, because it would be good to drop it like right before Carnival, because hopefully we're gonna be home for Carnival, so it'd be good to have the music and everything moving around.
Vacation and work.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both, God willing. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the video and the song drop in the same time as you doing?
Yeah, together. Yeah. Well, usually we'd drop like a little snippet and then drop. I think this particular song, I think we just want to come with everything one time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long did it take you to work on the project? No, not this one, the remix, but all the revamping. But the first one you just dropped before.
To be honest, it don't never really take us long to work on music. If it is taking us time, is because of scheduling.
Right.
Really. You know,
because I ain't gonna lie, I think this tape legitimately take us 2 days.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I had come in and me and my daughter were riding to Malibu and she was playing me some music and I hear a song and it inspired me. And I was like, what? Yo. So I come back and I just wanted to make one song because I was like, yo man, that song's so dope. I want to do a song for me and my brother like that.
Right.
Well, while I was in the studio, all our producers were here and they just keep giving me beats. So I literally record every song you hear on that tape. I record every single song in 2 hours. All my parts.
But you know what? It sounds cohesive, each song, when you play it, I'm like, this song, this beat song, the music, the lyrics, you could hear it.
Yeah, and literally, bam. And then I send it to him.
Okay.
And he's like,
what you do with this? Why?
No, he was just like, yo, this is amazing. So we were flying to St. Thomas for our family reunion. And when we come back, my brother was like, yo, I gotta get in the studio so I could finish my parts. And he do all his parts in one day.
Okay.
So he do all his parts, and then we had the DJs come in, and we basically finished it in 2 days. Like the interludes, everything, the order, everything. Jada Kingdom, we get our phone call. All of those things happen in basically a 2 day span. And I was just like, me and Timothy have been saying we're gonna put out new music for so long, and I think people were like. So that's why it had named This Is Not a Drill, guys. This is really happening. But it was a drill tape. The beats were drill, and we were like, so we were just trying to do a play on words, you know what I'm saying? And the cover, which is a cover that I love with like the fireman and the fire drill vibes we were going, so I just super excited that me and my brother put out new music. We have another album that we're going to drop this year that I'm super excited about. We shoot a whole a movie for it, and we're going to shoot some videos. Yeah. Okay. And is it. I don't want to tell you who all on the album because it's really special, but you know, we're going to drop this tape and then we come in, and literally when we drop this tape, I think people should just be prepared because the new music coming right out and be like, wait, I just dropped this repackage. We coming. We just bam bam bam. We're trying to punch it.
And I remember originally when we first dropped the tape, there were a few people gave reviews like, you know, they were expecting like a lot more melodic stuff. And I think what's so cool about the way that we do this is, you know, the drill stuff. And I only referring to it as drill because conceptually, you know, like my brother says, a drill tape. But just the version of R.City where we are rapping, you know, like that's how we started. Yeah. You know, our whole career really started off of that. You know, so we kind of want, you know, even when we did our deal with Dr. Luke, our first single was I'm That. You know, so we kind of wanted to take it back to that and give our core fans a full project of that, because everything else that follows is the R.City that
the lockaways and the melodies and the, you know, the vibes.
I ain't gonna lie, when after I listened to the album, I had to go back and listen to what's the first song you when I wasn't R.City, was it
To Equip?
Yeah, it was a song you put out. Oh man,
The Rain.
No,
R.City.
You guys were rapping on it the whole. I can't think. Forget it.
Hit that.
No, I can't think. I can't think of the name of the song. But
Eyes the one, Bang It.
That one. I had to go back and listen to that again because this album, it gave me that same type of vibe.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was like, I missed that song, so I had to go back to YouTube. And, what's the name of the group again? I had to Google your name and then copy it, paste it in. That's the song. I'm like, this is a group that I really like when they came out with the music back then, because it gave me that VI pride.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. And I don't think there's anybody in the islands that could say that just anybody else is doing what you guys have done, starting and even now, musically.
Wow. Yeah, and I appreciate that, man.
Thank you so much.
And you know, even another thing that we try to do with the tape too is like we try to make at least our version of hip hop fun again. You know, like it's so much like violence in the music these days, and I ain't trying to shade no artists because, you know, it's a time and place for some of that stuff, right? And it's some of them artists that I actually like, right. You know, I respect their talent, but you know, for me, it's so much of that I was like, yo, like I would love to see the music as far as the hip hop music just get back to fun. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we grew up in an era where, you know, the majority of the music that we were consuming was about love, or it was about God. You know what I mean? Or it was about your brethren them, or you know what I mean?
Oh man, yeah, we grew up in the
or partying,
we grew up in the Buju Till Shiloh era.
The album I did, the whole album, you play the whole thing. Yeah, for real.
You know, so Reggae Gold 95.
Yep, them days.
Well, I say no for them a circus clown. You know, we grew up in that era of music, you know what I'm saying? So again, like I say, I am truly inspired and excited to release the new things that we releasing, and also writing for the people that, you know, we have access to now and things like that. And, you know, is a project that I want to do that's it's weird because it's a R.City project, but we ain't singing on it. Okay. You know, and so it's a project, is this thing that I've been working on, and I want to get all the beats first, and I gonna write all the songs because, you know, we gonna make this album called and I give an idea soon, which I don't never do, but there is a reason why, because we're gonna do it with the Caribbean because it's called Culture Clash. Okay. So we're gonna write American R&B songs to soca, zouk, Afrobeat, reggae beats, and have Caribbean artists do songs with American artists, and, you know, point out, you know, and it's something I've been thinking about for a long time, and I've been hitting all my friends, like all my American friends, and being like, listen, I gonna be calling you to do this thing, and they're like, nah, T, whatever you need. So I'm super excited to try get done. It ain't gonna be no lot of songs. I hoping to be like 10 tunes, and that's it, and really, really match up everybody perfectly, so we could get like good music and good songs where people is just like, whoa, you know,
something to push the culture forward, you know.
Right. You ever think about doing a Christmas song? I mean, when you have like the same Chris Mama make Johnny K Christmas.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? That we need something new.
It's so funny. We have not only about a Christmas song, about making a Christmas album.
Okay.
And it's just scheduling, and we have, I ain't gonna lie, me and Timothy have like we have like 4 projects done, ready to go. And so we just been like, something, instead of trying to make another 5, because we don't make music so fast, I think let's release the music that we have that's ready, that people could hear and enjoy and really like, you know what I'm saying? So we really excited about that.
Yeah, being a creative is kind of hard because you're always in that mindset all the time. And you got to take a minute, pause, take your hat off and put a different hat on, and then be in that mindset. And then you have that urge to always want to create. So I understand.
Yeah.
We mentioned earlier about my favorite song, Kibo, on the album.
Man, that's my favorite song on the tape, by the way.
As he was talking about his the stuff, I was remembering his verse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or whatever. I was just like, this man going crazy on the mic. but no, for real, I could hear the passion in your voices as you was speaking. It's almost like you were speaking from right here.
Yeah.
And it was like you could hear it. Like you didn't have to say much on the mic, or you didn't have to like be forceful. You just be like, listen. And he was responding to what you were saying back. I was like, this song right here is my favorite song on the whole album.
Yeah, I appreciate
Tell me more
that.
about that. Like express that how you.
I mean, anybody that been following our journey know that we lose our father probably 3 years ago.
Condolences to you guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And he was the most important person to us. And just like and that song for me is like, me and my brother are known and respected for our humility.
Right.
And I just feel like when we were making that song were really like, I just think a lot of people think that because we so cool and so nice that we soft, or we's like, oh yeah, that man is everybody friend. And it's like, yo, if you just know our father and how he raised we, dog, we ain't that friendly. Polite and friendly is two different things. We just polite,
right.
And it was just important because I do remember certain people reaching out, asking maybe to borrow money or not even realize our father passed. And just thinking to myself, well, if you could call me to ask for money, not knowing that my father passed, then we ain't friends and we ain't close enough for you to ask me for money.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you were close enough, you would have been like, yo, right now we in the time.
I ain't even calling you for this. I call you because I want to check.
I call condolences. And when
do you need anything? You know what I'm saying?
And I think that song for me I just wanted to show a different side of me and my brother, because I just feel like it's fun, it's turn up, we're gonna have a time, but lyrically in that song I just wanted to tell people like, though we ain't really that cool with you as you think we are, you know what I'm saying? Because like we close, we's brothers, Benny, our really immediate, but I just feel like sometimes people are just think man's just sweet sometimes. And that song was like the song to be like, I don't know why you believe in, but dog, that's really what going on in our minds, and that's how he really is. Yeah. He
really don't talk, right?
No, don't.
For real, like it's saying nothing. It's saying nothing. But it's cool though. It's cool. I like the energy both of you have, you know what I'm saying, and stuff. And I think you guys are on a, like, man, you make your father proud and your mother. Your family. I mean, because it's one thing to be where you are successfully, but then to bring your family along and to show that. And even on Instagram, your family on Instagram, and you have your kids in the pictures, and your wife, and you guys are showing them like, so this is my pride and my joy. I know this is work and this is business. You know what I'm saying? And I separate the two. My family's my time and work is my time, and I like that. You guys are doing good things.
Yeah, man. In the end, none of this don't mean nothing without somebody to share it with.
True.
And the bigger scheme of things, we were all put here to be able to share our life with another person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, we put in all this hard work, you know, so we could reap all the fruits of this labor. But in the end of it all, is really to be able to share that with your family,
right,
your loved ones.
And I think our whole brand, like, because everybody talk about branding, but I think the R.City brand has always been, like, it always has been balanced, you know?
Yeah.
Like it been a big thing of ours to be like, you know, we've had extremely awesome careers. Like, I mean, like, you know, to somebody else it might be like, oh, you didn't do it. But it's like, nah, dog, we really had some, you know. I mean, we've taught the wall. We have, you know, we changed the course of music in our island.
That's big.
You know, we make history in our island 100 times over. And from where we start to where we are now, and the fact that what our father teach us, what he instilled in us still here, like it's still like, yo, you know, the studio nice, but you know, when we leave here, I about to take my wife and my sons to dinner. Yeah. You know, because we've been out all day, and I was like, cool, now it's time to spend time with them and probably click my phone on the side and hang with them, you know. And I just feel like without our dog, I don't think me and my brother are the men that we are today. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like success is one thing. I could tell everybody. As a man, but as a man, like you know, because me as us as men, our being defined, it was important for me especially, and important for both of us, but to not be defined by our talent. You know? Like when people go on Instagram, I think you could be like, you could look and be like, yeah, I see he win, or I see did a rap, or I see, but you the more see this man like making people laugh, and, and my brother walking out. I think you're going to see, you're going to look into our personalities and things that we care about, which is like, music is a love of ours that's so like deep. We love music.
You can hear it,
but you know you can hear it when we make the
music.
You
can hear it, for sure.
But it ain't like what we to think about before we fall asleep. You know that kind of way. That's good. That's good. It's like you live in life. I love it, but we still live in life. We going on vacations and we having experiences, and you know we gonna turn up and we gonna be lit, and we figuring it out, and you know, like we loving every moment of this journey of our lives, and you know we just grateful. Right now is a great time to be R.City. I can't lie to you.
As long as you're still giving somebody licks. Take off the belt. Come here.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? Them days back in the days. But yeah, I don't think people really, well, I don't know what people think, but to know that where you guys come from, and to win that award that you won, that's like, I don't think that's recognized enough. Like, not just as a man, but from where we come from, two little small islands, or a small island, right?
Yeah.
Ain't no Jamaican songwriter of the year winning nothing, and no, because I remember when I was younger, they had a record label on St. Croix called Mountain Sound Records or whatever, right? Okay. And they had put on like a reggae fest or whatever back in St. Croix, and I remember my brother was a performer or whatever, and I remember they bringing some people from Puerto Rico to perform. And then I had platinum records, and I'm like, what? Grammy? What? How y'all on Puerto Rico winning Grammys? And then I started realizing, oh, wait a minute, this stuff is set up differently. And then, like, how is it on TV? You have to sell some amount of records in your area to become a platinum seller or whatever. And for you to be where you are right now, from where you guys come from, like, literally, like, this is not even a lightly thing to say, because, again, they ain't no Jamaican songwriter of the year. And they have some, you know, St. Croix and St. Thomas, Jamaican artists are like praise and worship because they're.
I mean, I always tell people Jamaica is the capital of the Caribbean.
Pretty much.
You know, like, you know, like you would be like, this is the capital of a place. Jamaica is the capital of the Caribbean, and they are the pulse, and I would say, they are the ones that, as Caribbean people, we have followed in their footsteps for years. We have imitated and mimicked and tried to be as close to what we have seen all of, you know, our Caribbean leaders do from Jamaica. We have so much respect for Jamaica and the culture. And
Oh,
what
for
they
sure,
do,
for sure.
But as Virgin Islanders, like I could understand how Jamaica feel when they go up and they have their pride and they wave their flag.
Yeah, man, for
You
real.
know, we just want to make some noise too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was a moment for the Virgin Islands. It was when I went on stage. So I didn't have a speech, and when I was talking to my wife before, I was like, babe, I tried write a speech a couple times and I couldn't think, and I didn't know if I was going to win, and I didn't want to write a speech being like overhype and be like, why if I lose? Like oh, you think you big, you think you already win, so
and
be disappointed because I have a speech in my phone, and so my wife was like, you don't write songs. If anybody knows, we don't write nothing. We don't write I just freestyle everything in the studio. Yeah. So she was like, yo, I promise you when you get on that stage, because it's just something about you. Whenever you get in the moment, you always have the right things to say. Just relax. And when you go up on that stage, and I was like, you know what, babe? You know what, babe? You're right.
I was always right,
You want to know what's so funny, because everybody's like, man, I love that he talking the accent.
Yeah.
This is the honest to God truth. And use the first person I saying this to on a camera. When they call my name, everybody else were getting cut off. That man cut off these blind man. I was like, that man cut off the blind man.
That's crazy. I
say, what? He said, my son, so I rush up. And I forget that I could have speak regular English. No. When I get on the stage, my boy, I was so nervous. Yeah. I was like, yo, let me just, I was like, because I was so nervous, my boy. I was like, big man, I was like, this is my authentic self.
Yeah.
I always tell people I'd be in the studio. We'd be in the studio with people all the time. Yeah. We'd be yanking, we'd be doing all of this. And then once in a while, I'd be like, yo, my G, this is not my voice.
Yeah.
This is not how. Yeah. Be like, what? Well, how do you talk? This is my real voice, my lad. I phone rock. Yeah. They'd be like, whoa. Yeah. So that moment happened. The only thing I know I was going to say, as crazy as a song, I know I was going to say Virgin Islands in this motorcycle. I had that in my mind. Because if you watch the video, I'd talk, I'd back off like I go and walk away. Yeah. And then I'd remember, I literally like, I forget. Hey, Virgin Islands in this motorcycle, you don't know how we to go on. And then I'd walk off the stage. Yeah. And the first half of my speech was for me, my brother, my mother, and my wife, his wife,
family, right.
That first half of that speech was like my father, where we come from, I love you.
Yeah.
That first half, my manager, like my family.
Right. Yeah.
Virgin Islands in this mother skunk, this is gonna sound crazy what I'm about to say, was for every child in the Virgin Islands who in the hood, who coming up, who may not know R.City because we may be far in between. They might be listening to Peanut, the real nut. They might be listening to Banco right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. We get tuned. They might know it. They might not. Who knows? Right. But them youth gonna say, yo, that dude from where he come from. How that dude get it? Who that dude? And now, for the first time, because I never see that in my life. My brother never see them in his life.
I don't see it in my life.
And I think for the first time in life, any youth, and I talking about ghetto youth, and I talking about hood youth, and youth like where we come from, who are like, maybe we didn't have A average, and maybe we had C average in school, and we wasn't thought of to be people that would succeed to the magnitude that we have succeeded.
Right.
I wanted them man to know, from where are you from?
Yeah, it's attainable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's attainable. Because, when we were growing up, it wasn't attainable. We had never seen nobody coming from where we come from that was, achieving that type of success. And don't get me wrong, like we had a couple people that were doing certain things that we looked up to and we respected, but like winning Grammys and stuff like that, we had never seen nothing like that coming out of our small islands. You know what I mean? So, it's big for the Virgin Islands, man. It's like it says a lot about what we doing down there in them small islands.
It reminded me a little bit of Michael Jackson when he did the moonwalk.
Oh man,
that moment.
hey,
That's what a moment reminded. That was a sprinkle of that moment.
I didn't say it. I love it. Keep it going.
I'm telling you, no. I mean, not to make it big, but I'm saying that for me as a Virgin Islander,
I know.
That's how I feel. Like when I was like, what? He what? Because I had posts, and in my comments, congratulations on being nominated, and then Benny said, no, he win. I was like, are you kidding? What? I was like, I didn't even, because I was watching in real time. I didn't know,
Yo, so
but man, that moment.
The first Virgin Islanders to to be Grammy nominated, like in what we to do in his genre and the type of things. I had win record of the year before with Lizzo.
Yeah.
And then the first Virgin Islander that I know to walk on stage, and the first black person in history to win Songwriter of the Year.
That part
is a new award. This
is,
what we in 24?
Yeah.
2023 was the first year Songwriter of the Year ever happened.
Okay.
And a songwriter by the name of Tobias won the first year, and year 2, Theron Thomas from St. Thomas win. So it's just a thing for people to realize, like, like this ain't just like, oh, I just win an award. Right. No, I is the first person from the Caribbean, the first person of African American, Afro-Caribbean descent to win. And I just feel like Virgin Islands make history this year. Like, not, I don't want to say me, I mean the Virgin Islands literally made history. Like on February 4th, 2024, Theron Thomas from Aswell Harris Court
up the side
graduate Charlotte Amalie High School.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Me and my brother went to Gomez, we went to Lockhart, we went to Thomas Jefferson Annex, we went to Concrane.
Wow.
We went to Eudora Kent, we went to Charlotte Amalie. No, think of what he's saying.
I went to Central, so I know what he's saying.
And I win Songwriter of the Year at the And
I tell you what, one of the coolest things about even all of this though is that even when we were growing up, some of the few people that we looked up to like as success, like there wasn't like in arm's reach. You know what I mean? We only would see them from a distance. They wouldn't really like come back and like be of the people, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me, I think what cool is that we still could go home and we could still be amongst the people, and outside of just the love and the respect, and it's like, cause that's mutual.
Right.
But even outside of that, is just being able to be back home and still feel like I am at home at this point in our career and in our life and with everything that we're doing. Because, like the people is like, the people always make us feel like, yo, no matter y'all home, this is y'all.
Because y'all humble, and you could hear that in the music, and period. You what you are, you put out in the world. You know what I'm saying? In conversation and everything. So we could see it.
And it was so important winning that too, because for years we have heard that our humility is going to keep us back. No. And it's like sometimes they're like, oh man, sometimes you got stunt, or sometimes you got to show these people that, you know what I mean? And winning that award was very important to me, and I think to all of us, because to anybody that, if you don't know the journey of the story, I think me and my brother is the definition of doing it your way.
Yeah.
We did it our way to a default. You know what I'm saying? I think as a group, maybe some points in our career, we could have been like monetarily bigger as R.City the group if we did certain things.
Right.
But because me and my brother were like, hey, we from rock and these people need to know we from rock and it's important that we show that. I think some of that were like, could have said probably held us back a little bit.
I mean, I sure it did.
Yeah, I could honestly, like, no, I could honestly say that, but no, we still popping and still killing it.
Yeah.
And we do it our way. Yeah. Us, me, my brother, our manager Ray, our boy Benny. I want to give like the real credit to us four.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's really us four who really move it to this point.
Right.
And like anybody could, everybody could have an opinion or feel what they want to feel, and that's fine. But what we accomplish, we do for sure. We do it our way.
Any last words to the Virgin Island people? Like people are coming up, the youth. Like, any words you want to say to them?
Thank y'all for coming out. Nah, just just playing. Keep dreaming, keep believing. Sky's the limit. Me and my brother is a true testament of all of that. Like we literally come from the slums, like my brother say, and it's bigger than just the Virgin Islands. Like it's the small islands,
right?
You know what I mean?
Small island, must say St. Martin and Guilla.
Yeah,
and
like small islands. People like we overlooked. We don't really get much credit for a lot of things, and we really some of the most trendsetters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so this is. I just want to say to the small islands, like, somebody from the small islands did it, and we did it our way. It could be done. You know what I mean? And it's like, like we love and we support anything coming out of them islands,
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie. And this one, I agree with my brother 100%. Anything to the youth them, listen, man. A lot of the times when adults tell you can't do something, ain't because you can't do it, it's because they couldn't do it. So if you believe in yourself, my best advice to you is don't take nobody advice. Keep going.
Well, thank you guys for this wonderful interview. Give you guys your flowers while you're still here. Big up, enough respect, R.City. Thanks for joining us today on A Conversation with Tobias by Lenox and Parker. See you next week.